Hey guys, my name is Sleepy Celestial, so welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be the pilot episode of Cour 2, which is basically going to be a recap episode before we jump into Cour 2. So guys, we're covering the last 3 episodes of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc Cour 1, which covers the history of not only Ichigo, but Uryu's background, family, as well as Isshin, Kurosaki, and the other parties that are involved. So, like I said, Everything But the Rain is such a crucial episode. It got to see where we left off on episode 10 of Cour 1, where we saw Uetsu Nimaya, one of Squad Zero members, which is titled the Blade God. He sent Ichigo back home to learn the history of his lineage and how he came to be, and why he doesn't have a proper Asauchi, which is basically the creation of the Zanpakuto. So as we know, just to get some recap, we saw that, Ichigo could not get a proper Asauchi because where the palace of the swords resides, which is one of the Karinden, which is one of the grand castle areas where one of the Squad Zero each have their own private quarters, we got to see that Ichigo did not qualify as a Shimigami as how Uetsu Nimaya saw fit. So Renji managed to get through because he was more relatable in the Soul Society, and he was a full-fledged Shimigami, whereas Ichigo, it felt like throughout his life he was doing things out of his own power instead of actually owning a proper Zanpakuto. So Ichigo got very upset, and Uetsu had to send him back, not as a disqualification, but he gave Ichigo a loop way to actually get an upper hand in order for him to actually get a Zanpakuto. So the episode continues with Everything But the Rain, the June Truth. This is when the episode becomes more crucial because we got to see the full background of the Kurosaki family, as well as the Uryu Shinden family, which is the Quincy. So we got to see Ichigo's mom, and we got to see Uryu's mom, and how both of them were plagued by the same problem that same day, which is their powers got stripped away from them due to the Grand King Quincy being risen during his chant of the 9 days. So in 9 days he will regain all of those things. So the 900-year chant basically explains how the Quincy King regains certain abilities within certain amount of years. And there was a giant ability which is called the Ashwelin, which saps away all Quincy powers and return it back to the owner, which is the progenitor, which is the Quincy King. We saw that basically Yhwach took Ichigo's powers right before Ichigo's mom was trying to protect Ichigo when he was little, and it was against the Grand Fisher, which was the hollow character, which Ichigo's dad basically explained the full thing. And I think we got a little bit of glimpse of that when Aizen was about to reveal what Ichigo's full backstory is, and Ichigo's dad basically stopped him. Now we know Ichigo's dad is a captain. He was the original captain of Squad 10, and from there he actually got he unpromoted himself, and he managed to live amongst the living, which is he created a special Gigai by Urahara Kisuke, and how from then on he was sworn to protect Ichigo's mom in order for Ichigo to be born. he had to basically make tough sacrifices. So amongst all these things, we got to see how Aizen had a hand in this, and how the origin of white, and how Ichigo's sword Zangetsu was actually 2 parts of 1/2. So Zangetsu is actually part Quincy and part Shimigami and part Hollow and also part Fullbling. So his Zanpakuto is actually a dual Zanpakuto, which is split into the powers of 2 different entities. So at the end, which is episode 13, which is The Blade Is Me, Ichigo managed to finish learning everything he needed to know, and he was sat back into the royal palace of Nimaya, and Nimaya managed to congratulate Ichigo to see if he was eligible to receive a actual Zanpakuto, which was created by himself. So Uetsu Nimaya knows every sword that created from him. So there's no sword that is out of the Soul Society that he doesn't know, which is pretty cool if you think about it. So when Ichigo finally got everything he needs, we saw Ichigo pull his new swords out of the fire of the Iron Maiden, and we saw Ichigo lift up his new swords, which now I think he's going to move on to the next castle. So guys, this was just a recap episode, which is titled my pilot episode before Cour 2. So guys, starting tomorrow we will officially start Cour 2, and I hope you guys are excited. See you guys soon. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye and be safe.